Here is a thought: if habits are building blocks of your life, then productivity systems are the blueprints. Now, without a blueprint, even the best blocks ends up in a messy pile. See, studies also show that the average person actually spends over 2 hours every day just from recovering from their distractions. See, this is not work, that's a wasted time. And here is the kicker: distractions actually hit hardest when your habits and systems are not aligned together. So today we are going to fix that. I am going to show you the productivity system that actually fits perfectly with your habits, building them. So instead of fighting your brain every day, you will follow through your task with a less stress and with more efficient results. So, welcome back. I am Sumit, your Dream Builder coach. And in my last video, we talked about habits, now how they form and how to make them stick. So, today we are going one level higher. We are going to talk something about systems. So, the frameworks that make these habits actually more fun and more meaningful. you know and then when the life gets smoother, because habits are powerful, yes, but without the right system they can totally scatter in different directions: east, west, north, south. But with a system in place, they work together like a spare parts in a machine, and that's when life actually starts getting smoother. So now let's be honest. Most of us actually don't struggle because we don't have good enough tools or apps. We struggle because our lives are actually chaotic. See, you wake up and then already you are behind on checking your emails. You juggle your meeting schedules, your responsibilities, maybe your kids, checking your bills, your endless other notifications. You even want to build habits like going to the gym, meditating, writing a book, but your life actually feels like it's a whack a mole. Yeah. So one thing pops up, then the another thing pops up. And this sounds very familiar. So here is a problem. We actually try to build these habits in isolation. But habits don't live in isolations. Actually, they live inside your systems. And if your system is broken, even the good habits won't stick together. So let me show you the four proven productivity systems that align with these habits and how we can pick that one that actually fits our life. The first system is known as the time blocking. See, instead of living in a to do list, you live in your calendar. What it means is that you literally block chunks of your time for the thing that actually matters, the priorities. Example: morning routine from 7 to 8 o'clock. Any deep work, you go from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then you want to do your exercise, you do it from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And why these habits actually work is see, habits actually thrive on cues. We spoke about cues. So a blocked calendar actually creates time based cues. It's no longer that I will exercise sometime today. It's 6 p.m., exercise happens. Science has actually backed this research on implementation intentions. Basically, that is, if it's, then plan this. Now, you say, what does this mean? It means that if it's 6 p.m., then I will work out. This actually makes us 2 to 3 times more likely to follow through these habits. See, don't just block work, you also block your rest time, your hobbies, spending your time with your family. Balancing always prevents burnouts, which keeps habits sustainable. And this is a very must in today's busy day life. Now, the second system is the 2 minute rule. See, you have probably heard it. If something takes less than actually 2 minutes, then you do it immediately. But here's one of the deeper versions. Use this actually to start any new habit. As I spoke in my earlier video, if you want to write, you begin with writing a one sentence. If you want to run, okay, to lose weight, put on your shoes and go to run. You want to read, you just open up the book and start reading one page a day. Why it works is, see, habits are about starting friction. Once you are in a motion, the momentum takes over. Psychologists actually call this as the Zeigarnik effect. See, it means that once you start something, your brain wants to actually finish it. The 2 minute rule transform intimidating habits into your automatic actions. And over time, those small starts compound into real progresses. It's a compounding effect. The third system is the task batching. See, this means that you are grouping similar tasks together instead of sprinkling them throughout the day. Like for example, answering emails in one 30-minute block instead of checking them every 10 minutes. Making your calls back to back. Doing your household work in one burst. Why it works with habits is every time that you switch tasks, you burn mental energy. This is called the switching cost. Now, proven studies also show that it takes up to 23 minutes actually to refocus after any interruption. Now, batching minimizes switches, saves your energy, and also protects your focus. And here's how it links to habits, that is, batch your habits too. This means that a nighttime ritual where you actually brush your teeth, write your daily gratitudes, and reading a book, these are all actually stacked habits performed in one batch. That's actually the compound efficiency. Now, the fourth system is taking a weekly review. See, productivity isn't about cramming more into your day. It's about reflection, it's about feedback, and it's about adjustment. Now, a weekly review means you are setting aside actually 30 to 60 minutes once a week to look back and look forward. Ask yourself what worked for you this week, what habits got stuck, what fell apart, and what needs to be changed. Studies also show that self monitoring is one of the strongest predictors of behavior changes. In easy language, it means that what you measure actually improves. And this review is where your habits and productivity systems actually meet. See, without reflection, you are just running, but with it, you are staring. Now, let us step back. What do all these systems that I explained to you, like the time blocking, the 2 minute rule, the batching, the weekly reviews, have one thing in common in them? They actually reduce your decision fatigue. They make your habits automatic. They save willpower for things that actually matters the most. It's the real secret in these productivity systems aren't about squeezing more out of you. They are about building an environment where your habits thrive effortlessly. Now, here's how to bring all the blueprint implementations together. You pick one productivity systems. Don't go for all four. You pair it with one keystone habit that you want to build. Then you test it for couple of weeks, say 2 weeks. Reflect in your weekly review and adjust and add more systems only after the first one sticks to with you. See, you start small, you layer slowly, and then you build this momentum. Now, let us do a quick recap on this. See, time blocking gives habit structure. The 2 minute rule makes starting effortless. Now, task batching saves energy and strengthens your focus. Weekly reviews keep you on course. Together, they don't just add habits, they actually align them into a system that works with your brain, not against it. Okay. I want to hear from you actually which productivity systems that are you going to try the first. Please drop in a comment. This will help me solve your queries, answer your queries, and will eventually help you in some way in understanding how to build these habits. And if this gave you value, hit the like, subscribe, and stick around with me for the next video where we will explore together how to break these bad habits with the same science that builds the good ones. You won't miss that. So now before you close this video, write down in your system plus the habit pair. What it means is time block plus your morning workout. Take this as your commitment. Remember this that productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things consistently. Build your system, build your habits, and you will build a life actually you want to live. I really appreciate for the time for being until the end in watching this video. Until the next time, blessings, take care.